Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Robothought Zero to Hero series C++ coding in Arduino Mega and Arduino UNO. Alright guys, from this lesson onwards we are on lesson number 37 already. So I am going to switch over my Arduino from Mega to UNO. Well, there is no specific reason because you may use Mega or UNO or even Nano board for this particular series. I have to build I'm building some projects using Arduino Mega, so I have to pull that out from this training lesson and started using Arduino UNO. So it doesn't make any difference at all, but just want to inform you. So anyways, so in lesson number 37 I'm going to show you what a digital write output means. So digital write, basically, I will show you a basic circuit using a LED and a resistor to execute the digital write function in Arduino using C coding. Alright guys, it's a pretty simple basic project created using Arduino. Using a LED and a Arduino and a resistor. Now what is a LED? It's a light emitting diode. Okay, it's an electronic device which basically emits a light when the current passes through its terminal. Okay, LEDs are basically used in different types of applications including robotics and any kind of electronic devices, your IoT applications, all those stuff, right? So the way it works is there are two terminals in LED. One is the long and one is the short. The long terminal in LED is called a anode. It's a positive terminal, all right? And the shorter terminal is called cathode. So here the cathode is the negative terminal and anode is a positive terminal. So let me show you a circuit which you can easily build it through. All right guys, so here, so this is the circuit I am following through. So basically your the long terminal of the LED is connected to a resistor, and resistor can be any approximately between 200 to 330 ohms, either 220 ohms or 330 ohms, in between that range. Basically it's a current limiting resistor to avoid burning out your LED when you power up your Arduino. Okay, so that particular terminal of the long terminal connects to the resistor, and the other terminal connects to pin number 8, the digital pin of 8 in Arduino, and the negative terminal, that is the cathode terminal, connects to the ground pin. So let me show you how I have connected using a breadboard. And there you go, this is my Arduino, and this is the resistor which I mentioned above. This is the LED. Basically you can just pin up using the jumper wires and connect to pin number 8. You may use any of the digital pin, guys, it doesn't matter, but your C coding has to be according to that particular pin which you declare. So this is the very basic. I am going to show you how the digital write function works using this particular circuit. All right, most important aspect of this particular circuit, let me just go to the circuit back again. So the most important aspect, guys, you need to note that the resistor must be connected in series with LED. All right, it's very important. As per the circuit drawing, that is the exact thing you need to follow. The resistor basically prevents the excess current from reaching the LED directly. All right, without the resistor, if you use LEDs, sometimes it might work. In most of the cases it works, but you might lose the capacity and end up burning the LED after few attempts. So in order to protect that, we use the current limiting resistor. The excess current in the connection can burn the LED very quick. So it all depends. Hence the resistor in series with the LED is used in this particular connection as per this circuit drawing. So we can use any pin as an output pin. For example, I have used in this circuit, I have used pin number 8. You may use a digital pin 13 or 7 or 4 and 3, etc. Right? The other pins are PWM and analog pins in Arduino UNO, especially. In Arduino Mega, you have extra number of digital pins and analog pins, right? And you also have a serial communication. So that I'll talk about those pins at a later stage. In Arduino UNO, you have certain limitation in terms of number of digital pins and analog pins. So we can use 8, 13, 7, 4 and 3, and other pins are PWM. I am going to talk about PWM in detail in the upcoming lesson, which is a different topic altogether. For now, you can just say digital pin 8, 13, 7, 4 and 3. One terminal of the LED is connected to the ground, while the other terminal is connected to the digital pin, and the pin has only two values. Make a note of it. The digital pin has only two values. The value is either 0 or 1. And when you do the coding in C using C or C++, you need to use the logic called high and low. So high is 1 and low is 0. That means on and off, on and off. That's how it works. So let me do some coding and show you how we can switch on and off this particular LED which we connected through our circuit. All right, so let me share my IDE, and there you go, we are into the IDE. So let's say, let me open up the window. All right, let me just delete the bare minimum code, and let's say void setup. Like this, you are setting up, and open a curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, you can say pin mode, like this. See, you can see the color changes automatically, the pin mode. That means your IDE is detecting pin mode and which pin you are. So you are, as per the circuit, we have connected to pin number 8. So you need to put 8 in a curvy bracket. All right, and comma, output all in caps. As soon as you put output, the color changes. That means you are setting the output mode of the pin number 8, like that, and a semicolon. Now let's come to void loop, like this, and then after void loop we need to open a curly bracket like this, and then inside the curly bracket I am going to show you the function called digital write. So how do we do that? DIGITAL, digital, uppercase W, digital write. Boom, there you go. You can see the change in the color, it becomes red. Digital write. And where you are going to write, I am going to write in pin number 8 as on. So what do we do for on? It has to be high, HIGH, that is your 1. Okay, semicolon, and then let us delay. I showed you what is a delay function in the previous lessons, guys, so go through that. Delay of say 1 second. I am going to delay this to 1000 millisecond, which is your 1 second. So basically 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds, right? Semicolon. And now we need to off the LED. How do we off? Digital write, uppercase right, digital write. And what do we off? We need to off the LED connected to pin number low, which has to be LOW, like this. All right, low. So high method activates the LED as on in pin number 8, right? And the low method deactivates the LED which is connected to pin number 8. So it is on and off with a delay of 1 second. And that we are putting this entire code in the loop, so it will run through again and again. So that means what is going to be on, off, on, off, on, off. So let us see what happens. Now let me delay again. Delay for say 500, like this. Okay, so it's basically 0.5 second into 1000 milliseconds, so that is 500. So that's how it works. Now let me just compile this program and see if it works. I'm compiling. There is no error so far, so it looks good. All right, so there is no syntax error. Alright, done compiling. Now let me upload and see if my LED works. Done uploading. Boom, there you go. Look at that. Let me just share what's happening in my circuit. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? So the LED glows every 1 second, right? So that is the delay time we had given, and this is how the digital write function works, right? So I hope you understand. How do we trigger any of the digital pins to on and off. So this is how your digital write function comes into picture when you start using your C coding in Arduino. So it's a very basic circuit, guys, and it's a very basic lesson. I'm showing you all this because it's very important for you to understand how to build a circuit from scratch and how to write the code to activate certain number of pin, right? It can be a digital pin, or you can also start reading certain stuff from analog pin. I'm going to talk about that in the upcoming videos. Right now, get hands-on with the digital write function using this particular program which I showed you, and also this particular circuit, which is a very basic circuit. It's very easy to build. As you can see, it's just about 2 wire, 1 LED, 1 resistor connected to your Arduino pin number 8 and using a breadboard, right? So that's how it is, guys. So I hope you understand how the digital pin works and digital write function works, and do please practice and leave a comment below, and I'm going to be back soon, very soon, in the next lesson. Bye bye.